increase plant resistance to external factors. In the scope of the program of the World Laboratory, the Laboratory of Bioorganic Chemistry of Tbilisi State University is interested in carrying research on new non-toxic, highly effective, biologically active compounds for medical and agricultural use, testing new biologically active compounds on animals and vegetable organisms, production of experimental samples of newly created as well as already approved biologically active compounds. Georgia is an exotic and rich country, especially in plants, and so we should study them to make use of very important natural, physiologically active substances in medicine and agriculture, and we are ready to cooperate with other countries in this field. Georgian scientists are also interested in some other problems, in particular Helios, which can be successful thanks to geographic and natural resources, pure energy, technologies and the recycling of energy. It is worth mentioning that there are organizations in Georgia which work at particular systems of using helium energy, geothermal, and wind energy, as well as their complex various usage. We are also greatly interested in such items as restoration of old buildings, rehabilitation centers for sick persons. Almost all people of the world have helped Armenia to restore after the disastrous earthquake. Specially organized group of Georgia Center of the World Laboratory has contributed its share in research work where they intend to build the future town Yeropolis. Paying special attention to the problem of demography and with the aim of learning of international experience, in October 1990, there will be held an international symposium in Tbilisi on demographic process in the USSR in the context of European experience. Also in October, a conference is intended to take place in Tbilisi on the problem of global modeling with participation of famous scientists from 8 countries. Apart from these works, Georgian Center of the World Laboratory organized summer schools for young people. We are very thankful that academician Velikov helps us, and he does his best. And Georgian government too is ready to give all kinds of support and fair financial help for the Georgian branch of the World Laboratory. In this slide, you could see one of the old part of Tbilisi. Tbilisi is capital of Georgia, not US Georgia, it's Soviet Georgia. It's another Georgia in USA, you know. Yes. Georgia is a country of ancient Christian culture, and we adopted Christianity in the 4th century. I think Italian and Georgian people have much in common in experience, in temperament, in our great love for music and song, good wines and food, which you can see looking at me. By the way, we found that Georgian wines have antiseptic activity. They kill more than 10 sorts of viruses, like poliomyelitis virus, cholera, and I don't know, maybe kill AIDS virus too. We don't know yet. Yes. And
how many cases of AIDS have you had so far?
0.
See? It works.
And you all are welcome to Georgia. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank
you. Oh, this can be very easy.
Well, this was certainly a very stimulating lecture which you gave us, and I wanted to ask you, whether you had foreseen exchange with other projects of World Lab. I'm now talking about food improvement. I mean, you mentioned the lemon immunological treatment. I wasn't quite sure what this was about. I mean, how do you treat lemons with immunological means? And So I would propose that we might get together perhaps and see if we can establish crosslinks. And you had also a project on vascular disease. I just want to draw attention to the project of Professor Panzer, who is one of the best people in cardiac disease, in cardiac surgery. I'm sure there would be a lot of takes and gives between the different projects world lab in Soviet Russia and in Italy.
Also, is the coordinator of the world lab projects in this branch. Professor Panzer,
I wanted to ask you about your growth stimulator. You know, many plant growth stimulators are used around the world. What is specific about what you are doing? You can stimulate growth by many ways.
Yes, there is used a lot of growth stimulators, but most of all are toxic, as I know. Most of all. Like heteroxine, like iberylin types, and others. But we find the class of non-toxic in any concentration. They are non-toxic, and we use in very small quantities, milligrams or grams per hectare.
this is the new point.
And this class of receptors are
Most plant stimulators that are used are non-toxic, which are generally used in different things, for example. So my question is, what is very specific about your carbohydrate?
yes, it's some derivatives of carbohydrates. They are non-toxic. They are easily water soluble. Because other stimulants, most of all, they are not soluble in water, and they don't decay during the origin after many
Is
years.
it applied as a spray, or do you put your seeds in the stimulator, or what do you do?
Yes, we use, you can see it and for looking too. We just are going to study biochemical mechanism of function, action of these substances. We studied some parameters. They stimulate ferment activity, some photosynthesis mechanism, and other mechanisms. And we compare with other non-stimulators, and we find a lot of properties which we think becomes very important to use this type of stimulators. But just now we are working within this program of World Laboratory, because I am engaged in another program at the University of Tbilisi, but a special program made for the Georgian branch of the World Laboratory, because Georgia is an agricultural country. It's situated on Black area, subtropical climate, and it's our prime interest to develop this branch of science.
I have a question related to your activity in the field of surgery research. And the question is, do you plan to use laser surgery or laser techniques for angioplasty?
Unfortunately, we didn't try it in surgery.
Also in this field, following the comment of Islik, there is a possibility to have a cooperation in the field of world lab.
Because it is a class of carbohydrates.
Yeah.
And you know carbohydrates are the mother compounds of all organic compounds on our planet.
Sure. We can discuss about it
Yes,
later.
I would with pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Other questions? If not, we thank again Professor.
Mario? He was saying that the skiing season in Finland left a 6 week short. Sure.
The best wishes for the Georgia in United States.
Что при жене своей della valle figlia, no? For community.
Как он сегодня читал доклад? Николай, каким чувством? Блестяще. Просто блестяще.
Чувством, с толком.
Не только с чувством, но с очень большой значительностью.
Он так к концу загорался. И Николай сейчас вот потом зарыдает. Он черные пальцы.
Да, слеза была близка.
Я чувствую, что даже Николаевича это тронуло. Даже Николаевича это тронуло.
Да.
Слеза на что, поняла?